Hello and welcome back to the colony with Man and the Ants, and welcome back to Jurassic World Evolution. This time it's the sequel, it's Jurassic World Evolution 2, and fingers crossed, this tickles all the itches I have for this game, which the first game failed to do. I had several issues for the first game, which we'll probably get into later, so I won't bore you with it now. But I did do a couple of videos on the channel back when it came out, and yeah, it didn't quite work for me. But the second one, I have heard good things about it. Obviously, I don't know too much about it. As always, I'm trying to go into this as blind as possible. But in general, the reviews seem to be good. The reviews were good for the previous one, though, so hopefully it has sorted a few of the issues out that I had. We'll just quickly look at the settings very briefly. There's a few things I have changed. So I've enabled contour line spots for editing the terrain. That's off by default, so I've added that. All the rest of it I've left the same. All the graphics I've bumped up to as high as possible because we should be okay with that. We'll find out when we start. I have muted the licensed music, which is why the game is currently silent. Quite odd to have a menu screen with silence in the background, but I have to mute the licensed music, obviously, so YouTube doesn't kick off when I put the videos up. It would be nice if there was an alternative to the licensed music, so when you disable licensed music, it plays other music, but apparently not. That's fine. There was something else I changed. Oh, I enabled subtitles. That's what I skipped. I enabled subtitles wherever that happens to be. Accessibility, yes, just there. So in case I do talk over stuff, you should be able to see any talking that's going on in the background. So we have a few modes. Obviously, Sandbox is quite self-explanatory. Challenge seems quite self-explanatory as well. Chaos Theory is the interesting new mode from this game, which gives you sort of set pieces from the various films and gives you a chance to play through those. So that's quite interesting. I did watch a video and it's well worth checking out, even if you don't care about the game or anything. But it was, I think it was an IGN journalist, or someone like that. But they played through a Chaos Theory game with Jeff Goldblum, who was just sat next to them watching. And it was the most delightful thing. Jeff Goldblum was just absolutely transfixed and amazed by every single thing. Like, you place a building down and he's like, oh my god, did you do that? Did you place, you can place the buildings down, that's insane. Did you just build a road? Just honestly, it was absolutely delightful to watch. I thoroughly recommend looking for it. It was amazing. Of course, we are going to go with the campaign though. Immerse yourself in a compelling and original Jurassic World story set after the earth-shattering events of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Lead the efforts of the Department of Fish and Wildlife to control, conserve and contain wild dinosaurs now rampaging across the USA, which obviously isn't all that good.
Jurassic World. This is where our story begins. Scientific breakthrough without any consideration of the consequences. So nature did what it does and unleashed chaos. This time, we were deeper into the illusion of control, and the chaos brought something. I
can't believe they didn't have the guy holding his drink whilst he ran away from the flying dinos there.
Remembered how precious life is. But time has a funny way of softening our memory of what it's like to lose control. And ambition. Ambition is a persistent thing.
Less ambition, I suspect, and more greed.
For the dinosaurs left behind, time was becoming immaterial. From miracles of science to assets destined for exploitation. Perhaps it's time we reflect on the true nature of nature. An endless cycle with one goal:
survival.
And this means that dinosaurs and humanity have to find a way to work out their differences.
We could just shoot all the dinosaurs, if we're being honest. That is also an option. But I guess we're not doing that. We wouldn't be much of a strategy game if that was the case, would it?
To us, a desert is a wasteland, devoid of anything but the most extreme examples of life. But creatures once thrived in these lands hundreds of millions of years ago.
I mean, those lands were millions of miles away, but yeah, it's fine.
Given the that we're dealing with, dinosaurs walking among the tumbleweeds isn't that much of a stretch. The current situation, where dinosaurs are running wild, is untenable to those in charge, well, those that think they're in charge. So we're left with a problem or an opportunity. This is where you come in.
Of course.
They've ignored my warnings before, but maybe this time with you, it's going to be different. I'm willing to embrace the uncertainty.
Me too, Malcolm. Me too. Okay.
I guess an introduction is in order. I'm Cabot Finch.
Hello, Cabot Finch.
Director of the U.S. Department of Fish and Wildlife. I know it sounds important, because it is. Let's not get bogged
Don't like him.
labels,
Immediately don't like him.
and organizational flowcharts. I'll make this easy. You work for me. See, nothing to it. You'll be one of the experts.
Really don't like him.
This is Claire Deering and Owen Grady.
And yes, we have first-hand experience with the dinosaurs.
Yes, I recognize
I'm
you.
operations manager at Jurassic World. Owen and I actually helped build the park. And unfortunately, we were there to witness its destruction. And this is Owen.
Obviously, we have Jeff
He works with
Goldblum.
Velociraptor.
I wonder if these are the...
Call me a dinosaur wrangler, though officially I'm an animal behavior.
Well, no, that's definitely not Chris Pratt, is it?
A level of trust with them when this happens.
Okay. So we'll need to get a few things in place ASAP. Start
So I'm
with
guessing
the
that's
spawn
not
facility,
Bryce either.
Equipped with both a ranger team
Sounds a little
4x4
like it, but I'm assuming if we didn't get Chris, we didn't get Bryce. Okay. I'll be honest, I didn't hear what they said. So we're off to a good start. So we don't have islands, which is probably a good thing. One of the issues, I mentioned I had some issues with the previous game. One of the issues I had with the game was the way the islands worked. We've already got a... Oh, it's a different sort of helicopter. Okay. Place it in this very precise area here. Excellent. Get some power going, which we'll put right here.
So let's stay focused. Next step, building a backup generator. Then feeding the energy it creates to the response facility.
Yes, so if you played the previous game, it took place, the different missions took place on different islands, which you could flick between. And one of the things I didn't like was the way resources were shared between islands. So some resources were shared, but other resources weren't shared. Which just felt kind of lazy to me. I'm sure it was done for balancing options to make it so that you couldn't just build everything you wanted in one island, carry your stuff to the next one and just have an easy run of it. But it just felt like a lazy way of balancing the game. I really didn't like it very much at all.
From the air.
See? I like the way I think.
I assume we're following the thing on the... Oops, here we go. Locate priority dinosaurs in the surrounding area by using the compass at the top of the screen. That's exactly what I was about to say. Approach the dinosaur, then use R to switch to A mode. Whilst in A mode, use the right trigger to fire. Well, I gotta admit, I am liking this so far. But yes, that was one of my main issues with the previous game. I'll go into the others in a second. I should also say, I might have missed that one. I should also say that I am still a little bit ill, so if there are any odd pauses in the dialogue, in the commentary, however you want to phrase it, we're on the other side. How do we change sides? We can't. Oh, I see. I can see myself on the helicopter now. That makes sense. So let's flip over this way. I can't zoom in. Yes, it has a bit of a drop on it. There we go. So one of the things they had in the previous game as well was you would do missions for your various guys. So I think you had a science guy. That dinosaur's definitely going to drown. Excellent.
Capture successful.
I knew you'd do it.
So I'm going to come and get it before it drowns, because it's going to drown.
Maybe one or two.
Well, it's better than usual. I'll take it. Now, where do we take this dinosaur?
So unfortunately my mute buttons, so I can hide my coughing, are involve the control key. So when I'm muting when I'm in the helicopter, I go, I descend quite rapidly, which is a bit of a problem. It says, oh, we need to back out to switch new tools. I see. So we go to the helicopter, just click transport. Oh, I see. We're just going to say, deliver it over here.
Asset requiring collection.
Easy as that. Well, then a helicopter magically appears. Sorry, another cough. Pause time using the space key to take stock of important moments or plan out your facility. Accelerate time using 3. Moderate usage of accelerated time to ensure problems in... Or moderate usage, I see.
John Hammond was concerned about what would happen if dinosaurs lived in the wild. It adds a whole new level of challenge.
It does not look comfortable for that dinosaur, does it?
Opportunity.
I have a proper tickle in my throat. That's going to be a problem today, I suspect. But yeah, so in the previous game you had like your science guy, I think your security guy, and like an engineer maybe? There it is.
Recognize this dinosaur. Kind of hard to forget.
It is beautiful.
We couldn't save that baryonyx, but we can certainly help this one.
And yeah, one of the things I have heard they did change from the previous game is that if you did a mission for, say, example, your security guy, your science kind of guy's respect or stand-in would go down. Which makes no sense at all. Like, if you want to do something for the security guy to make your park more secure, your engineer and scientist would be annoyed with you for doing that. It was a bizarre choice. I didn't like that either. And also the small islands I found quite problematic with the very small build areas. It looks like we are relatively restricted. As far as I can tell, it would be around here, I guess, the border. But it certainly doesn't feel very restricted with the size of these areas. So what are we doing here? Place down a piscivore feeder. A piscivore feeder. Water, piscivore feeder. Requires shallow water, so we'll pop that down. Can we rotate it? Z and X to rotate. Okay, let's pop that down here. Ensure your baryonyx can reach it. I'm sure they can. What is this? Requires a status check. I don't know what the little icon underneath that is.
Good to go on this end.
Copy. Okay. We need to get a full assessment of the dinosaur's health. Utilize a ranger team vehicle. Owen will help you get a status of the animal's overall welfare.
Come on then, not Chris.
Plan our next move.
We really need that? A plan? I mean, I've always been more of a just make it up as I go kind of guy.
So ranger teams provide the latest dinosaur welfare information via a status check. Construct ranger posts inside your enclosure so they can cover all your species. And ranger teams can then be assigned to patrol ranger posts and will periodically status check all dinosaurs in range. But we are doing this manually. So we need to approach the dinosaur, who is dangerous. Switch to the binoculars. Are we not close enough? Well, there we go.
We've completed our check.
And the binoculars tell us that it's missing a rock.
We still have to do what we can to get the dinosaurs.
Doesn't seem to be bothered by the fact I'm here, does it? Oh, gate.
Sunscreen and drinks by the pool. How's that sound?
Are you seriously asking? Or pretend asking?
Okay, Claire. How about we add some preferred terrain to their pens instead? Better?
Sounded a little bit like Chris Pratt there, but it's not. If they've tried to get someone to do a good impression of him, I don't think they've succeeded overly well. So I'm going to park that back up there. I don't know if I need to park it up properly, but I'm going to. So we need to ensure the baryonyx has 95% comfort. So we need environment. We need a rock. And we'll place a nice rock like over here. Have we got a bigger rock? Oh, that's the same rock we've already got. Let's go for this rock. How's that? 82%. Still says missing rock. Okay, we're going to go rock crazy. Let's put some rocks over here as well. I don't know what the shaking's about. It's a shame you can't clip the rocks into each other. We can do a random rotation. Oh, I like that because it rotates it vertically as well. 92. Okay, it is having an impact. That's what the main thing I was concerned about. So if we do like one big rock behind here. Yeah, I would like them to be able to clip into each other so you can create some more interesting landscapes. But nonetheless, that's quite nice. 100%. We're good. We're good. Comfort, 100%. And it hasn't, because we're waiting for the time to tick down. Well, it needs 95% comfort for a full 30 seconds in case you have not done it very well, I suppose. Okay. We could have sped time up, but I used the opportunity to have a nice cough instead. Construct a ranger post within the
that means setting up a ranger post
enclosure.
Inside their enclosure. It sounds crazy, I know, but this'll work. Trust me.
You want to make sure it covers all of the enclosure, I guess. So we'll pop that down there. Assign a ranger team to the ranger post. You're going to give me a clue? Ranger Team 1. Add task. View Ranger patrols. Assign. There we go.
I'm getting reports of dinosaurs running freely around the facility, Claire.
The reports may be accurate, but they don't paint a complete picture of our current status.
They do not.
Angry dinosaurs on the loose. What am I missing?
They're not angry. They're simply acting on instincts. The more threatened the dinosaurs feel, the more hostile they'll become.
Oh, this guy's going to go through the water. Okay.
Survival is at stake.
But it is. Both
Oh, he's having a
theirs and
sleep.
ours.
Yeah, but only we know that.
Well, for now, anyway.
We'll start by tranquilizing one of the dinosaurs from the helicopter, and then have a transport team bring it back to the facility.
Great. Do it.
So is the whole campaign going to be more like this rather than, you know, building a park? Or is it just building up to it, perhaps? We need to head in this direction. There are a couple over here, look. Oh, there are 3 over here, actually. Does that mean they're all the same species? There's a Triceratops, so we do like a Triceratops. I don't want to. It didn't even wake it up. What it did, it was just slow to react. So there's that one. Let's. I'd like to come out of this, but to come back to you in a moment, if that's possible. How do I? Did I not just knock you unconscious? Oh, there it is. Do you know, I've immediately forgotten how we, it just says tranquilize them. Maybe we're not supposed to be capturing them yet. Oh no, it's down here, wasn't it? We don't have anywhere to take them yet. We don't have anywhere to take them yet. You. So let's go all the way back. We're going to need a new enclosure. I'm surprised they didn't make us do that first, to be honest, but okay. You're the dinosaur experts. We're going to tranquilize them in the water, because that is safe as houses. And that's that one down. Oh, he's fast. There we go. Now we need to construct a new enclosure. But again, you'd have thought you'd do that first before you knock them unconscious. But I'm not the expert, I suppose. So I guess we're going to build this right next to it here. That seems to make sense. We've already got a gate. So we just want to add in some fences. Is this, that's the gate, yes. We'll just go for a small electrified fence. Definitely already got a gate. It doesn't really tell us exactly, like, it doesn't give us any size requirements, does it? I guess that, we'll try that. Oh, I thought that snapped to a 90 degree. Maybe it did. It's hard to tell. So let's go from here. Oh, it'd be nice if they snapped to each other. Like if it sort of said, oh, this is where the other fence goes up to. Why is that blue? Is it just being constructed? It's just being constructed. Okay, so we now have an enclosure, right? I assume so. Okay. So let us go and... Can I grab? No.
Heading to collect the asset. Asset collection request received. En route to
3 at once, please. Yeah, 3 at once. Lovely. And obviously isolate the Triceratops from the other dinosaurs, because the other one was a carnivore. I am kind of enjoying this campaign so far. Obviously, I am looking forward to building up my own park as well, but I'm enjoying this kind of, you know, it's a management game. We're managing a park, and you're managing this situation by dealing with the loose dinosaurs. I think that's quite cool. Camera's just slightly finicky if you want to get a close look at something, particularly when they're in mid-air. Are they all going now? Oh, I love that. Look at that. Look at that. That is brilliant. Just a fleet of Triceratops flying through the air. Oh, oh my word. I mean, that cannot be good for them. Oh, and another one. Oh, that's horrible. Oh my god. Just several broken limbs.
asset has been transported.
Okay. I'm guessing we now need to go and... Yes, survey them. We need to do a comfort check. We could probably... Oh my god, the horn is on my mute button as well.
Our operations are improving. I'm confident we may get a handle on this yet.
Sorry about that.
I'm also concerned, specifically about our biodiversity. Still, for now, let's focus on getting the dinosaurs safe and secure.
And
as well as
handbrake
building
turn.
viewing galleries the DFW staff can use to monitor the animals.
Oh, hello. Dinosaurs of the same species form territory around them as they move. Dinosaurs only consider area inside their territory when determining their comfort level. Territory that is not frequently visited shrinks over time to match the latest changes to the dinosaur's environment. Territory that is not frequently visited shrinks over time to match the latest changes. I don't think I understand that part particularly.
Reporting asset status.
We need to check all of them, even though I assume they're all going to be the same.
Condition.
Okay, let's get out of here. Oh, that's not necessarily what I meant to do, but... Do you know what? That's fine. Add task, go home. How do I say go home? It says it's returning, but... Ooh. You should not have done that, my friend. You should not have just scaring the Triceratops. What is going on? Where are you going? Just head towards the gate. You're going to go to the gate. Do I have to control you to tell you to go to the gate? Ooh, yeah, the pathfinding on those is a little bit weird, isn't it? But okay, that's fine. So we are missing ground fibre. That is the first thing we do. We also needed the viewing facility, didn't we? I guess we'll put that on this side. We don't want it on the side of the fence, do we? So let's put it on this side. No, wait, should it go the other way? It should go the other way. How do I... There we go, that's what I want. Okay, so we want it in the middle then. Or do we want it like here? Or does this provide the... That provides the best view, doesn't it? So let's put it there. We need to do a path. Why can't I go out? Yeah, the pathing's a little odd. Oh, I definitely should have gone the other way. Definitely should have gone the other way. Okay. Let's go here. And we can just about do there. And let's also connect up the other direction as well. Which, yeah, it's not quite straight, but it'll do. It'll do for now. I suspect we won't be in this area for very long. That's my assumption. So we need to ignore the cat, who I can hear wailing in the background. So ground fire. So this one and this one are the ones. Oh my god, cat, shut up. So one of these where if you hold it, it'll do more? Yes. I don't know how much they need, so we'll do that. And then we'll do some of these as well. Just to get some variety in. So how are we looking? 66. Be nice if we could... Can we just see all of it at once? Oh, there we go. Ground fiber is fine. Open space is fine. It just has 0 water. Oh, okay. So we can go directly into this. So we need to add some water in. Let's add the water in this corner. There we go. So it's only 25% water, but it's hit the white bar, which means that we've got everything. Perfect. The tree's a bit stuck there now, but I quite like that. I quite like that. I'm now locked into the... There we go. Can we see... Oh. It is important to ensure your dinosaurs are visible to guests from buildings with visibility. Check the dinosaur visibility view mode to identify any gaps in your coverage. Areas around popular buildings with visibility will likely become congested with guests. Plan your park around this. I think we've done alright there. Probably do want to add an extra path, actually. Oh, we can see the view. That's what I wanted. Oh, and there's a dinosaur. There's a Triceratops right in front of us. That is beautiful. That is beautiful.
With so many of the animals running free, our priority has to be capturing as many of them as possible. We can coordinate our efforts from an expedition center. Get one built, and we'll take it from there.
That actually worked out really straight. I thought it was going to be janky as anything, but I like that. Enables the dispatch of scientists on live capture expeditions. Why do we want that? You may have said, and I may not have listened, if we're being slightly honest. So let's just pop that down over here, I guess. Yeah. There's not many places I can put it, so let's pop it down here. In fact, can I think I'd quite like to rotate it like this. So we can connect the road up straight forward, or the path, I should say. Yeah, I like that. I like that. So that's on its way. We'll speed everything up. What else have we got? Shelter coverage. We've got none of that. Don't have a lot of anything at the moment, to be honest. Scientists are key members of staff needed to perform specialist tasks.
Some candidates to recruit. Scientists.
Browse the recruitment page to see which scientists are available to recruit. If this was actually Chris Pratt, I'd probably be more likely to not talk over him, but I don't feel it is that important. We're getting all the information from this anyway. Scientists. cough cough, have 3 types of skill: logistics, genetics, and welfare. Each task has a set of skill requirements that need to be met by the assigned scientists. Oversubscribing a particular skill requirement will decrease time and cost of the task. Okay. How do we... How do we recruit? It doesn't tell us, it doesn't give us like, some things are like really clearly laid out for you. Other ones, not so much. Control room? Scientists. Oh, there we go. Okay. Recruit new scientists. Yes. Fuzzy or Fussy? 201, but has a max. Or they all have the same. No, they don't know. 201, 210, or 321. But Joseph has a... oh, Hanan, I missed that was the surname. Joseph has a lower max for logistics. But the same there. He is a generalist who increases all skills by 1. Wenshong decreases task time by 20% if assigned with at least one other scientist member. And Hanan reduces the cost of research tasks by 30%. But she has no genetics. I feel like we should... oh, she does have welfare, though. I don't know what we need at the moment. I think we're going to go with Joseph. Just a bit of everything. A bit of everything. Confirm. How much money do we have? We're 2.7 million. We're okay. We're okay.
You seeing this, Claire?
Yeah, I sure am. This is our first...
Just flicking around before it tells us to look at these things anyway. Oh, hello.
We should assign that scientist you
How
just hired to the
far
task.
ranging are the dinosaurs?
Owen, you there? I think you're still muted.
What is this?
Yeah, sorry. Good idea. What do we got to lose?
Or assign a scientist to it.
Recruit.
Oh. Our operatives in the field have received an incident alert about a dangerous dinosaur proximity to the public in the outskirts of Las Vegas. 2 injuries have been reported, and we need to send a live capture expedition immediately to capture and contain it. Yeah? Oh, okay, this is the expedition map we were looking at. Oh, I see. So I thought maybe this would be where you have your different parks you can put down and stuff. Or maybe you'd have like a park and then like a number of like capture points where you could send dinosaurs to the park. But no, it looks like this is just a screen where you can just send scientists on tasks. So we needed 2... whatever this one was. You gonna tell me? No. No, you're not. Okay, well, you'll go in. Start task.
Before the remote capture teams return, we should have enclosures ready for the dinosaurs. Think of it as welcoming them back home.
If you must. So let's pause. So does that mean there's an incident or an expedition available? Why does this scroll so weirdly? That's very odd. Right, we need an enclosure for our Stegosaurus. We could put it on this side over here, couldn't we? So let's pop down a gate. Be nice if you, again, you could snap things so it snapped with the same orientation as that existing one. We don't want to go too far. Go about there. And then we'll make it the same size, roughly, as the existing enclosures, which are about that. Yeah. Oh, we can see the edge of our build territory here as well now, which actually is quite small. We are going to need to do something about our power, because we are now outside the range of power. And we had to curve it a little bit in there, because we got towards the edge of the buildable area. So we just put down another backup generator, do we? Is there a way of just having like a transformer? Doesn't appear to be, does there? So you just have to build more and more backup generators. Even though we have 22 unused power, we cannot use that power. That seems unfortunate. But okay, we'll put down another power generator, I guess. We'll just pop that down. It looks like it only has to just touch it, so we're not too worried about where this goes. We might just pop it back here, I think. Backup generators provide power immediately around them as and when required. Backup generators consume fuel whilst power is drawn, so use them sparingly. Place backup generators to cover important facilities and keep them topped up in order to kick in if the power goes out. Well, that is currently our only power option, so we're just going to spam this world with them, I guess. Right, let's speed everything up. And we can see the expedition ticker over there. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I'm a bit surprised we still have a helicopter on the expedition center. Surely that should have taken off to go and do the actual expedition. It's a slightly weird one. Oh, we do need to put down a ranger post down here, don't we? 4 Stegosaurus. I wasn't expecting 4. We might not have enough space.
Transporting asset. Asset in transit.
Oh, he's chasing the car. In danger. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to do about that. You're just in trouble, I guess. Where did we get the... There it is, the ranger post. Let's pop this down. Let's pop one down in here somewhere. Let's do it about here. And then let's grab those guys.
Okay.
Add a task.
Who's watching who?
I'm not following you, Owen.
Well, it's just
And then a
like the
sign
dinosaurs
there.
are always watching us, so shouldn't we be watching them?
Yes, we should. Once we have the dinosaurs comfortably settled into their enclosures, we'll need viewing galleries.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, I do need to take control of you. I'll do it once you're outside of there. Right, let's drive over to this enclosure. We might even need to... Do we have to even go inside?
Asset has been checked.
We are going to have to go inside. Okay.
Asset check complete.
Can't get that one behind at the moment.
Check finished.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't run into them. Don't mind me. I'm just power sliding my way out of here. Off you go. Right then. So we need ground fiber, water, and ground fruit. I was actually telling us what we need here. Ground fiber, ground fiber. Where is ground... Oh, there's different ones entirely. Ground fruit and ground fiber. Tall fruit, ground nut. And then some ornamental shrubs we don't care about. So let's just go for these ones first. We'll leave a bit of space over here for some water. And we are good. That's all we need. I do need to add in another ranger post, which I always forget where that is. We haven't put any feeders in, actually. Actually, we haven't put any feeders in. But we only have the Piscivore feeder available, which I don't know if it's any good for these guys. Do they just eat the ground fiber? I suppose they just eat the ground fiber. Okay, that's fine. We wanted the ranger post, didn't we? So let's pop that down here, which we can put quite nice near to the entrance, which is nice. Where is the ranger? There he is. So we will say add a task and assign to there. And then we need to add a viewing post in, which we'll do over here. Oh, we can't because it's in water. That's okay. What we'll do, I think, is we will just remove a tiny bit of the water. Like that. Not enough that it should impact the comfort. Oh, power generators consume fuel over time depending on how much power is being drawn from them. Ranger teams, catcher teams, and MVUs consume fuel and food as they complete tasks. These are stored at their respective buildings. Resupply food and fuel from the building's info panel as required. Okay. So it doesn't automatically resupply itself with fuel. Just fill it up, I guess. Why not? Why not? It's an odd decision that the generators need to be manually topped up. But okay. So let's pop this down here because it's right next to that path. Does that not count as having a path connection? That is crazy. Does that still not count as having a path connection? Okay. You're being weird, game. You're being weird.
Attention all personnel. Our weather reports have
Owen. Owen. We have a real problem.
Do we?
I'm trying, Clara, but it's just, well, this is who I am.
Not you.
Ah, the dinosaurs. Tell me something I don't know.
Okay, how about this? There's a massive sandstorm headed our way, and it could wipe
Is
out
there?
the facility. Without power, the safety of the dinosaurs could be at serious risk.
Okay.
I'm liking how different the enclosures look.
Figure this out. Have I ever let
With
you
the
down
different
before?
tree types in them already. That's nice.
And I'm planning on keeping it that way. Everything we can do, we will do.
Hey, Steggy.
Survive worse? What's a little sand?
What's a little... It would be nice if we saw that coming in from the distance, but I'm okay with it. I'm okay. I'm not too picky, he says. Well, do a speed it up. I thought something would happen quite soon. Low security fences, whoops-a-daisy, won't hold rampaging dinosaurs for long if they are agitated. We have a...
I gotta say, I'm feeling pretty concerned about our current situation.
How do we fix this?
As much as I'd obviously love to help out, I'm a little tied up. So, who's gonna protect the dinosaurs?
And our personnel.
Yes, of course. I mean, that goes without saying.
I'm saying it anyway.
It's just, it would be a tragedy to lose these animals again. Yeah,
Okay, so it shows us the dinosaur, it shows us the thing over
huge
there.
financial loss. And obviously an embarrassment to those in charge of the DFW.
People such as you.
Well, actually, exactly me. So, how do we
I
avoid
don't
that?
really understand what it's trying to
Round up
do
the stragglers and
here.
haul the dinosaurs back into their enclosures. Then we'll work on their safety ratings.
That's
Good?
odd,
Yes,
but okay.
This is a plan I can support now and take credit for later.
Yeah, the repair mechanic there was a little weird. Can we get rid of just this bit of fence? Yeah, okay. We've repaired the fence, that's the main thing. We may as well have just got the Jeep just to drag it and just tied a rope around its neck and just dragged it along, right? Open your emergency shelters during dangerous storms and dinosaur escapes to avoid a hit to your safety rating. Tranquilize each rampaging dinosaur quickly using aim mode or lock-on. Transport dinosaurs back to their enclosures before they wake up again. Rampaging dinosaurs can damage or destroy sections of your enclosure fence, leaving an open breach. Select a response facility using R and use a ranger team to manually initiate repairs or assign them to repair. Okay, well, we've missed that bit. So we could have used ranger team to fix a fence somehow, but we didn't. That's fine. So let's return the what was it called?
Asset transportation
The
underway.
Bronyionics? I can't remember what it was called. Hey buddy, what were you called?
Asset has been delivered.
Baryonyx. There we go. There we go. And how are my Triceratops doing? You are looking just gorgeous. Look at you. Look at you, you beasts. One thing the first game did do spectacularly was just make... Oh, hold on. Why does it think that something isn't right? Sure, all dinosaurs are safely enclosed. They definitely are. I don't... Oh, there we go. Now it's got the little countdown. Yeah, the first game, it did. The dinosaurs do look absolutely spectacular. Mission complete. Arizona. Yes! Job done. Look at that.
Arizona was secure. The dinosaurs were safe. Finch and the DFW had what they needed to keep the bureaucrats off our backs.
Who's this little dude?
For now. But the future, that was something completely...
Just roaming free right next to the park. Just taking the mick, dudes. Taking the mick. So now we're going to Washington, where a dinosaur poacher ring has recently been broken up by the authorities, and after a, I think, disaster at their camp, there's going to be dinosaurs everywhere, basically, isn't there? That's what we're talking about.
I wish we'd had more time to brief you, but as you know, the situation is fluid.
I do not know.
Our friends are concerned that many of these wild animals are getting close to their border. We'd like to prevent them from crossing it. We being the CIA.
Why would Canada not want these?
The DSD, Dangerous Species.
Wait, the CIA?
I'm Dr.
What?
Dewar. I have an extensive background in paleo research in this very field. At Jurassic World, and now other locations I'm not at liberty to discuss. However, I have history with many of the people involved here. A poacher.
So I assume she was in the films. I don't recall her.
Remains of it anyway.
Amateurs.
They only succeeded in getting themselves and others killed.
Oh, look at these tiny cages.
Our job that much more
Oh, poor little blights. But I think that is a reasonable place for us to stop. We'll actually go back and we'll just pause it.
Dinosaurs are still agitated.
No, we won't.
Tranquilizing them would appear to be the best option at this
I
point.
can't come out.
Let's do it as safely and quickly as we can.
Approach the dinosaur, then use the middle wheel to lock on. I would like to see that, actually. Okay. And then we can just use it rather than going into the aim mode. Okay. Well, I'm going to give you a little shot anyway. I'm going to miss. There we go. But yeah, we are going to leave that there anyway. So we're just going to let them just rampage through the fences. Just for fun. Just for funsies. So far, the campaign does limit you quite significantly in what you can do. So we haven't seen... I'd say we haven't seen a lot of what the game can actually offer quite yet. But I must say, I am enjoying what I've seen so far. I quite like the going around and tranquilizing them and capturing them thing. It does... I'm sure you could do some... I don't know if you could do things in the previous game like that. If you could, I've immediately forgotten about it because I wiped the game from my memory. But it's bringing back some definite Operation Genesis vibes, which was the old... it's like a PlayStation game, was it? I can't remember when it was out. It was a long time ago, but it was an old Jurassic Park building game, and it was fantastic. If I recall correctly, you could actually like break open your own enclosures to release the dinosaurs, and they would just run rampage through your guests. It was wonderful. Wonderful. Anyway, as I say, we're going to leave that there for now. We are going to continue on with more of their campaign. Hopefully, we'll have a full series on this, as long as the game doesn't disappoint me quite as much as the old one did. And so far, we're off to a good start. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all those good things. Don't forget I stream on Wednesdays at 7:15 PM UK time. We've started off a stream of Oxygen Not Included, and it'd just be wonderful to see you there. Come and help me out or come and laugh at me. Either way, I'm sure we'll all have a lot of fun together. Hopefully I'll see you there. Otherwise, I will see you next time in Jurassic World Evolution 2. And as always, thank you very much for joining me.